Hi, I'm Jeannine Seagren. I'm a charter member of Colorado Alpha Delta chapter. I've been a member of Alpha Delta Kappa for 52 years, soon to be 53. I first met Agnes in the summer of 1970 in Tucson, Arizona. I had been elected state president-elect for Colorado at the spring convention that year, and since I was new to the organization and didn't really know what I was doing, I felt I'd better go and see what I could learn. We drove to Tucson. It took us 2 days, and we arrived in the late afternoon, and I was hot and tired and sticky, and I was wearing shorts and a tank top. I went into the hotel to register, and as I came through the door, this little lady jumped off the divan and came rushing over and said, "Are you Alpha Delta Kappa?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And she said, "I'm Agnes Shipman Robertson." I was really embarrassed by the way I looked, but Agnes didn't seem to mind. The regional conferences at that time were much smaller than they are now. Basically, it was just the state president-elect, the immediate past state president, and sometimes the membership chairman. Since we were a small group, we put our chairs in a circle and had lots of give and take and questions and answers. Sometimes we would put a chair in the middle of the circle, and one of the international representatives would sit on the hot seat and answer questions. I really learned a lot at that conference. And I became very well acquainted with each one of the international representatives, and they became my friends for life. In 1972, I became state president, and in the spring of '73, I was planning my state convention. I was pretty nervous about chairing that convention, and then I received a letter from headquarters telling me that my international representative would be Agnes Shipman Robertson. I was no longer nervous. I was scared to death. But Agnes came. She was very gracious, and we had a good convention. And after the convention was over, I asked Agnes if she'd like to come home with me. She did come to my home that evening, and we had dinner together and spent the evening visiting. From that time on, Agnes was my mentor, and she is the sole reason that I went on to become active at the international level.